Howard McNally, retired person in the industry. The question I had really focuses on the second bullet point there, which is, in addition to that, where do you think the innovation group, the innovation team, the innovation folk should report? Do you bury them in R&D? Do you bury them inside of the division? Do you give them a lot of sunlight, or do you tuck them away somewhere? Do you keep them in the headquarters building, or do you put them somewhere else? Do you report them to the CEO?
Kevin?
So there's a couple different ways you can go, and I don't think there's a binary answer that says this is where it has to be. It depends. I was trying to figure out how to do it without saying that phrase. But for example, if you're in an industry, and I'll fall back on Clayton Christensen's theories of disruption. If your core business is actively being disrupted or has the risk of being disrupted, the likelihood that you're going to find someone in that core business to lead a charge to kill off your own core business from within is very unlikely. To do that effectively, you need to create an autonomous group. Sometimes it needs to be in a physically different building, different leadership team to basically say, go at this as if you're trying to kill us. What would you be doing? Be the entrepreneur, come out with a different business model, a different price point, kill the core business. That is your mission. Because someone else out in the marketplace is figuring out exactly how to do that. And I'd rather do it to myself long term. So you do need that autonomy. You need that distance from the core business to allow that to nurture. If you're looking at ways to simply, in this economy, not a bad idea, looking for ways to simply redo more of what you're doing well today, looking for new opportunities, potentially de-featuring it, looking for a new channel to get to new consumers, etc. That can very much live within the core business. It should just be part and parcel of the fabric of what that business is doing day in and day out. So if you're operating, you've got a little graph that everybody with me, but it's a relatively simple rectangular line in the middle. There's high knowledge areas, there's high assumption areas. If you're in an area of high knowledge, where you know the business well, you know your partners well, you know the channels, etc., that can live within the core because it's not radically different. People are motivated to support those ideas, they get comfortable with it, they have the confidence in it, and they're willing to let it go. On the high assumption areas, that's where people get very concerned. They don't personally have the same experiences, they don't know what your insights have been to lead to that, they're not ready to take that leap of faith. And if that's really the areas where the ideas that are going to eventually become dominant in your industry are going to live, that's where the greater autonomy is going to be required. So you have to recognize that difference in where you're operating and set up the business model and structure to allow those two ideas to evolve within their own path. That's the recommendation.
Anybody else want to add anything?
Yeah, make that. So,
How is your structure? You just directly tell us how you are.
right. No, but the essence of it is that you can have a central innovation group, and then you come up with all these brilliant ideas, and then you say to the business units who are ultimately where the rubber meets the road, and they're going to say, maybe not. It's not invented here. So you really need to have a blend of drivers, and engines and motors, I guess, or people pulling and pushing at the same time. You don't have a central function driving innovation, but you also have business units pushing it back to the core because they are the ones listening to the market much more closely than anyone in the corporate office is. So there's got to be a blend of both. Who do they report to? I think that's my personal preference is someone like a CEO who can push forward a big change within the company. But typically companies choose to embed. Many technology companies have also thought of R&D and innovation as the same thing. And it takes a while for those companies to realize that it's more than R&D. Innovation is not invention, of course. So some companies have it in their strategy and marketing organization. And we've done all of the above. And keep going through different